Hello. Today we're going to be talking about rubrics in Google Classroom. The good thing about rubrics is the reusability of them. So once you have one or two set up or multiple set up, you could continue to reuse them, and it's going to make grading a lot quicker and a lot easier through Google Classroom. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So first you're going to go to Classroom. If you were to create a new assignment, the rubric option, maybe you haven't seen it very often, it's down here. Okay, so you could go to create, you could create a new rubric. They have a whole kind of breakout rubric screen where you could work on and create one and then save it. You could reuse one if you have it banked, or you could import from Sheets. So you could create one in Sheets and then export it here. I'll get into that maybe perhaps another time, or if you're interested, that's a little bit more complicated. But that is where you would start. All right, once you have one, just to give you an idea of what it looks like, this is a Google Classroom in which I am the teacher and the only student. So writing assignment, I have already graded it. Okay, you can see here's a rubric. There's 5 criteria worth 20 points. So each of those is worth 4 points. Okay, let me open up my sample student. Okay, I already have a comment and a grade, but let me just show you how this works. Here's the assignment. You'll notice there's not much in it, okay, but I was just doing this obviously as a sample. Here is the grade as it stands. It's a 15 out of 20. And where does that 15 come from? It comes from the grades that I've already put in here. So this is the general overview of the rubric. So if I'm familiar with this rubric, I know how many points it's worth, I know what each category is, I can just fill it out just like this. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, 4 out of 4. If I keep the score, it's obviously not returnable because I've already done that. Okay, so if I change the score, now it automatically changes it up here. It's a 16 out of 20 now. That's one way to do it. If I want to look at my rubric, I want to say, well, I don't know, is this a 3 or is this a 4? I can hit this drop down, and I've already input these things. Okay, this is what a 4 consists of. This is what a 3 consists of. And then I could choose the score from that view as well. Okay, so let's say I want to change this to a 4 now that I've read more about it, and then I could close that. Okay, so each of these has content as far as what consists of that score. So you could really get as in-depth as you want, or really you could just leave this out of 4 points and not have descriptions as well. But of course, for the students, it's a lot better to have the full built-out rubric. Okay, in a pinch, I suppose you could just do it without the descriptions, but it is better to have the descriptions. Again, you don't have to start from scratch every single time that you're using this. You could reuse them. So if you have a generic rubric, you could add it to an assignment and use that as a starting point. I think I even have a few that I could share out to people if you are interested, so let me know. So I would fill that out, whether it's in this quick view mode or whether it's in the drop down. Inconsistent, ooh, ouch. Okay, and then it gives me, once I get rid of that, it gives me a space for comments. Okay, so here are 2 comments I already made just to test this out, but I could write more here and then post that. Okay, so I could post it onto the assignment itself, and then once I want the student to see the new score, since I've already returned this, I could return it, and then that student is going to see the score and the rubric that they were assigned. Okay, so I'll return that, and then I would be able to access that as the student view. Again, the big benefit of this is that it's going to make things a lot quicker, a lot faster, and again, use the full content of the rubric both on the teacher end and the students are able to see that as well. And it is reusable, so that I could go to, for instance, reuse a rubric, which I already showed you, or if you reuse an assignment where the rubric was the first time, it's going to automatically pick up on that rubric and use it again. So this is something that could be very time-saving. It might be a little bit of work on the front end, but it's going to be well worth it in the end. If you have any questions about that or anything else, of course, as always, just contact me. Have a great day.